up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
We had Jerry Cooney come out from Jersey.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, and it is raining out, so I'm not happy. You know I don't like the rain. We have a great show today. We have some terrific guests. Eddie Sessa, Debbie Markowitz, her wonderful husband, Michael Landsberg. All some really wonderful, wonderful people. We're going to be talking to each one of them, John Marian and Travis Grant. And Julia Weiner is not here, but we're going to talk about her.
Yeah.
And just really going to be some special show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right away, because we have a lot to talk about, with Eddie Sessa, who we are promoting because we have this big event coming up. And we're going to be working with this wonderful man from the restaurant. And he's going to talk about his restaurant. And Eddie, let's go.
We're ready?
We're ready.
All right. Well, before I start, first of all, I want to say it's really a pleasure to be here at your new digs.
Isn't it nice?
I got a little something to
Oh, we
say.
got
Congratulations.
cookies.
Wow,
Great.
very nice.
And I also ask you to pour the wine because we always celebrate.
Oh, yes, of
With wine.
course, wine. Everybody needs a little wine in their
And
day.
how about you
Little
open
wine.
raisinets?
Here you
How
go.
about
No, I can open
Candy.
raisinets, but
All right, just open a box
Pass
of
on the
candy. We
drinks.
like to give people food.
Matt, what's the vintage on this?
Oh, this is a beautiful Sutter Home,
Thursday.
19,
This Thursday.
It was a good day.
1992.
That was Tuesday, right?
It's like 64 degrees.
You can have a sip.
no, thank you.
So, go ahead, Eddie. Let's go.
All right. I thought we were making a toast.
We are. Well, you can make the
Okay.
toast.
You want more?
Is to love, health, and happiness.
Thank you,
Oh,
Eddie.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to toast with the raisinets.
I was gonna.
You can.
Not good.
So, you want me to talk about my show?
Absolutely. Well, everything. Where you are tonight, where we're going, and what's happening in 3 weeks.
All right. Well, I
Good expression.
I sing every Thursday and Friday at the Polo Lounge inside the Westbury Manor in Westbury on Jericho Turnpike from 7 to 10. And otherwise I do private gigs, but I also do shows once in a while, big shows, stage shows, which I have one coming up October 13th, Sunday night, October 13th at 7 o'clock at the Bayway Arts Center in East Islip. And it holds almost 400 people. I only have about 30 some odd seats left. So if you'd like to come, I suggest get onto the BaywayArtsCenter.com and get them while you can. Other than that, I've been working hard on that show. So
Well, let's talk a little bit about what it's going to be like at the show, because I know it's unique. You've never done this with the big band.
no, I have. There are things I'm going to bring out at the show that a lot of people who know me for a long time, that might be one of them calling me now. A lot of people that know me, actually are not going to know some of the things that I'm talking about at the show about me and my life.
Yeah.
So I can't
Talk about it now.
talk about it now. You have to come to the show and find out. Otherwise, I'll talk about it after the show.
Absolutely. And we'll be working in conjunction with Mike, why don't you talk about your restaurant?
So coincidentally, Jackson Hall is located in East Islip as well.
Oh my gosh.
And we only see 250 people, and you have 400 coming. So I think there's a little bit of
Well,
a
we're going to
problem
try to
here.
send a bunch to you anyway.
We
We
have
have
a lot of people.
outside seats.
We do, and as long as the weather cooperates, we can fit about another 70 people outside as well. So
And we're going to do snacks. Some people are doing dinner. We're going to be at the bar.
And
Well, I've heard all good
anyone
things
that
about-
comes from your show that day is going to get 20% off their entire bill.
Get that.
20%
Way
off.
to go.
So
Get on that.
make your reservations
Get on
now.
that phone.
And I
I've
just,
eaten there. It's a
Online,
great
online.
restaurant.
yeah, we've been there too. And
I haven't been, but I heard a lot of great things.
Thank you.
And we're going to be working with that theater going forward on some other things. So guess what?
Correct.
We'll be talking to you again.
All right.
But we'll talk more about All Boobs Matter later.
Yes.
But Eddie, what do you want to tell people? Just come, go to the website.
Yeah, you can go right on BaywayArtsCenter.com, and it'll walk you through how to get tickets. As I said, there's not a lot left, but all the seats in the theater are good seats. And I also have, I wanted to do something for the veterans, and I went to LaSalle Military Academy, and I was in the ROTC program, and I was first lieutenant. I reached the first lieutenant rank, and I wanted to do something for the veterans. So I got a few sponsors, and we were sponsoring 100 veterans to come to the show, and for free, and enjoy the day there. So.
Well,
And,
Eddie, we can't thank you enough. We're going to give everyone a brochure when they leave.
Great.
And everybody, if you call the restaurant or call the theater, mention the Breakfast Club because you will get a discount in both places.
Yeah.
And I spoke to somebody named Scambati, one of your friends, on the way in. His name is Scambati, Scambati. He was so sweet on the phone. I said, I don't remember what you look like. He said, I remember what you look like.
Oh.
Yes. You know who it is?
No.
I don't know, but he's very nice. He's coming. He bought 4 tickets.
Wow.
And he's going to
good,
dinner. That's his name. So there you go.
Okay.
So Eddie, thanks a lot. I know you have to go over to Westbury.
I do. I got to get over to the
but
show.
thank you for coming and thank you for the
My
cookies.
pleasure. Good. Have a great show,
Nice to
guys.
see you.
Okay.
I'll stop in.
Pleasure was mine. Sounds
All
good.
right. So just need you to
All
sign
right.
over.
See you in a few weeks.
And you guys can sign over. All right. There you go. Thank you.
I was so graceful. You were graceful. I wasn't.
Okay, Debbie. Let's talk about you, the show, the movie.
Stay here.
Okay.
That's
So
all right. You understand? Yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
are you
I'd love to
okay?
get Travis up here because he's in the movie.
He's gonna
to
come up.
talk about.
Yeah.
Is he in the audience?
He's the actor.
So I can step away.
Okay.
All right, and then you'll come back
All
up.
right with her?
I don't know. Can we get Travis up here? Because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
in the
right now.
movie. Oh, okay. No, I know he's there.
No, he's coming up.
You do, yeah?
Yeah. Cool, say.
You guys want to run it?
I have a plan. I have a plan. There you go.
Yep.
It's all under the plan.
He looks like an actor.
Yes, actor.
Thank you.
And a comedian.
I'm a background person.
There we go.
You're supposed to say I look like a background person.
Nah, that's me though. You look background. You look very backgroundish. You got a future background.
Hey,
So
listen.
I'm gonna let
It's
you and your
interesting.
husband take over.
I've done it like 15, 20 times.
Oh.
Let everybody, all right?
Talk.
Okay. Do I get
Really-
asked
that's
questions
really
or
tough.
just talk?
You talk. You tell us. Look, I know you forever.
Okay.
We're happy to work with you all the time. Maybe I'll be in the next film. You never know.
Yeah, could absolutely be.
And you have a big thing coming up, don't you? Other than this film, right?
Right? Yeah.
When is that coming up?
Well, we've got a few things. I mean, the first feature, well, my second feature, but the one that's being edited right now is called Waitlist, A Love-ish Story, which John is the director of photography on, and Travis is the lead in it, which is what we're editing right now. And he acts across from Beck Fortis, and also stars Robert Clahessy and Abigail Hawke from Blue Bloods. Tara and Tara Westwood from The Grudge, and Lucas Hassel from The Blacklist.
Wow.
And Kim Director from The Deuce and Blair Witch Project too. And it's kind of a cool little sexy fun film.
Okay.
So we're doing that now. And then there's 2 other films we have in post, and one of them, which is Brimstone, with both Travis and John are in, where John plays Travis's abusive
Scumbag.
scumbag
Oh,
father.
nice.
Can we say scumbag?
I can.
I think there we go. We have
There
a
it
clip
is.
of it.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm the bad guy.
You look
It's
scared
cable
now. You look
TV. You can say
scared.
whatever you
Oh
want.
yeah,
You look very scared. He looks like he's horror.
he genuinely scared me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was
And who's
going
that
to do.
beautiful girl? It's like you're in love with her.
That is Julia Winter. She is
She's pretty.
Oh, she's gorgeous, and she's so talented too. Like, she really is. I was telling Deb when we were shooting one of the scenes. I'm in the bathroom, and it's just like a really deep scene, and her eyes are so like emotional, like they just dread. It's like you almost can't not be in the scene. You know what I mean? She's that good. It brings it out of you.
You've
so.
known her before or no? Just
No,
since this?
no, just met her.
Nice. And you love her already.
Yeah, I'm in love.
Is there, is there a romantic scene in the movie where
Yeah.
you're kissing her?
Yeah, we're gonna get eloped after the movie.
Hello.
Eloped down in Vegas because those work out. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I mean?
true.
You know?
That's very true. So you guys met just the usual way, auditions and things like that?
No.
Yeah.
Do we go into that story?
So I went to school with her daughter, and years later I became an actor, and I was trying to just break into it. And I forgot about this because I remember I was asking, I was like, how did we meet? How did we start talking again? And then I would pick her brain on Facebook about like just asking
Everything?
questions, industry questions, and she's like, let me just write something for you,
Yeah.
something small, and then
And that's how it started.
Yeah, so that started with Weightless, which was supposed to be a 1-day short film.
Yeah, one day.
And after we finished it, it was
Pretty
really
exciting.
adorable. And I said, you know what? I really want to know what happens with these characters. So I ended up writing in 5 days. I wrote an entire feature film, and which
She
is
didn't sleep.
insane for
5
anyone.
days?
5 days,
There
which
was
is
no
crazy.
there was no sleeping involved.
Yeah, I
Yeah, no,
couldn't-
there was
I couldn't
definitely no
stop.
sleeping.
I think that's
Wow.
AI.
I don't know,
That's,
you know, you're so creative. It's everything you do is amazing. And then your husband, I mean, he's just...
I just follow along and pick
Yeah,
up
but
the-
you're quiet, but you're very talented. You do it all. I mean, it's really
does.
amazing what you do. I see everything because, you know, I don't miss much. And what you guys pull off and the festival is just so much fun. I love the festivals.
Yeah, we also run the Long Island International Film Expo. I'm the president of the Long Island Film and TV Foundation, and so we're heading into our 28th year with
When is that? Is it?
That is going to be July 10th to the 13th.
Yeah, well, we'll be at that. We always go
good.
to that. Always. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
And we meet such great producers and people there. That's how everything happens. I mean,
Yep.
in general. So, what's your favorite part about the movie? Because you wrote it.
Which movie?
This one.
Weightless, Brimstone.
This one. This kid. This good-looking,
Well, it was
gorgeous
fun.
kid.
Yeah, it was fun to work with John as an actor. And actually, Travis said, "I want to do something with John. Let's do something like Good Will Hunting." And I just kind of went, "No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something where we basically like bring you to your knees here." And it was a really challenging role.
It was.
For him,
It was
yeah.
very challenging because I'm not like a, you know, down. I'm never down. You know, I'm usually like a pretty positive guy, but like
Oh,
that,
so you were a depressive kind of.
I was just beaten down emotionally.
Ah.
And, to get there was tough, but I had to like just really every day I just get like an inch closer to that mental frame where I had to be. And then like the last 3 days, I was just like I wasn't even having conversations with people. I was just listening to this.
Did you cry in
song.
the movie? Did you cry?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Is it hard to cry?
You know what? It is and it isn't. Like it is
If
and
you're
it
really
is.
into it.
Yeah, like you have to know how to, I'm still working on it, obviously, but I think it's like if you know that gear that you have to get into.
I have to learn how to cry because they
Yeah.
just made me fall in my thing
Oh,
I'm
really?
in. I'm in the Fontanas.
Mm.
We did the first 7 shows. And the second part of the second series, I have to fall. And I did it. However, I was very afraid. But I did it. And I didn't see the tape yet, but they said it's good. So
You didn't hurt
now I
yourself?
have to.
You didn't hurt yourself?
No, they had pillows on the floor.
Oh,
so
that's
I could
good.
fall
Yeah, I
into
was
them.
hoping.
Now I have to learn how to cry. I don't know if I could do that.
It's not that hard.
What's a tip?
I feel like try to like hold back from crying. Like that helps me a lot if I'm like holding back from crying because then it just like I'm trying to not do something. And I feel like if you're just, I'm going to try and cry, I'm going to try and cry, I'm going to try and cry. That's, I don't know, it's a little difficult. Or if I'm trying to hold back, it ends up just kind of feeding its way through. That's, you know, that's,
It must be so rewarding for you to this kid you've known
Oh yeah.
from a young age.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we hadn't seen each other in really decades,
Yeah,
but then I was
literally.
casting something for somebody, and I was looking at a friend's acting class, and I'm looking at these actors, and he had a little bit of a different last name than he had, but I'm like, wait, is that Travis from whatever? And I sort of reached out and I said, look, I have this commercial, I think it was. I said, if you want,
Yes,
you want
yes,
to do a
it
read
was.
for it. Yeah, and so he did that, and then we had just purchased a new Red camera, the Red Komodo X, and I said to him, look, I always like to do one thing of our own before he starts working for other people to make sure he knows where all the bells and whistles are, and if there's any problems, we work it out. So I said, do you have anything? And he said, well, I really don't. But I said, all right, I'm going to write something for you. So I started thinking of people I wanted to work with. This was for Weightless, the short. And I said, well, I want to work with Beck. That'll be fun. And what story can I write? And the story of Weightless is basically a young man who always has a crush on his childhood friend's mother. And when he finds out she's gotten divorced, he decides he's going to go for it. So then, it's all the complications that go along with that. So it's a comedy, but it kind of gets really sad too and depressing in there and whatever. And so John shot that. And then Brimstone I did so the two of you could work together. And so you could act, because, you've acted in a lot of movies, but...
Oh, he's got a list when I Googled him. I'm like, I can't even remember half of this stuff.
I don't
You're
look like I
amazing.
have any focus.
You certainly... Well, you have this, you have this look, which is very calming. I don't think I would ever see you get mad at anybody.
Oh.
But in the movie...
You have a calming presence.
He does have a calming presence. And
Until
you have,
until he
like-
gets mad.
Unless you
No,
look
you don't
at
want to see that.
Yeah.
No, but I would, when I look at you, I think of, is he laughing at me, or is he serious, or does he not like me, or does he like me?
And
You
you'll
don't
never know. Yeah.
You don't know. With you, John, you really don't know. But you always come back, so obviously you like me.
Well,
No, it's because Debbie tells him to.
when he doesn't say anything, that's what you know.
That's what you have to
When he's
work.
like,
Okay.
Yes, they all make fun of me for sighing.
Well, sighing is a good thing.
You
But
know,
it's not good
I
in
will
a
be
marriage.
watching what they're doing, and I'll go.
Well,
Moving on.
lately, because I've been with this gentleman for 3.5 years, he says to me, why are you making that face? I'm like, oh, no reason. So now I'm like really myself, not trying to be someone I'm not. But it's good to be yourself. And that's what's great about when you're older and you commit to someone,
yeah.
So
That's-
second time around, it's always different.
I just feel like just in general.
So you're saying
I
he should
did
be
not say
committed?
anything.
No, I'm saying I'm committed to the commitment with this wonderful Irishman.
Oh, okay.
And I'm Italian. But guess what? I'm Irish now.
How'd you guys meet?
The diner.
The diner.
Because at the Breakfast Club, we meet at diners because it's the cheapest meal of the day.
Okay.
And I coach women and men, and I help people.
Okay.
And we meet for breakfast for 16 years.
And he was one of the men that you helped.
No, he was at the diner. I thought he was cute.
Oh,
And I went over and gave him a book.
That
And
was
I
your-
said, that's how I met him.
that's your
Okay.
first move.
And I said, come to the show. It's right down the block.
That's like the best pickup line, really.
And it was.
I was gonna say, would you like, hey, sexy,
And we
you want a
started
book?
dating 3.5 years ago. I moved into my apartment. My apartment number is 213. My sister is 213. And we met and our first date on 213.
Look at that.
Okay.
So that's my story. It's pretty sad. It's scary because it was meant to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
2 and
Matt knows my story, so for a long time. I know Matt for years. So
Long time.
it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's great.
And
I'm so happy
I
for you.
didn't know a thing about Irish at all until now.
Yeah, a
Now
lot to
I
learn.
even eat the pie. What's it called? That pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah, he didn't know. Never ate it in my life.
It's very good. I ate it in Ireland.
It is
It's
good.
amazing.
Yes. You got to go to Ireland. now.
I'm going to.
It's a great place. Great.
But you have to really like potatoes.
No, it's not true. It's not true. They say that to you. But
Well, the last time I was in Ireland, it's like you walked to the restaurant and it was like fried potatoes, this potatoes, this potatoes. Like,
Really?
Really?
But learning that there are some words that Irish people use that Americans don't. Certain words that are ugly here, but not in Ireland. Did you know about that?
Mhm.
I can't believe it.
What's
we don't talk
I'm
about
not going to
those.
say it because it's not nice. But I was shocked when I heard somebody say something like that. It's a friend of his, and I'm like, he
Yeah,
goes,
they don't say
in
telephone
Ireland,
there. They don't
it's-
say doorbell there.
Yeah, in
They use
Ireland,
words
it's not.
here.
It's a fine word.
It starts with C.
Yes,
Oh,
it does. He knows.
For doorbell?
What did I
No,
say?
no,
No,
it's
no,
not
I'm
for a
talking about other
doorbell.
things.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay, yeah.
unbelievable.
Well,
It's a friendly remark when you're talking to someone that you're just
Really not like
picking.
Yeah.
And it's a woman.
Yeah. No, for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I learned a lot. So,
Yeah.
but so how do people want to find out about the movie? When is it going to be shown? Where can they see some clips?
Well, we are still in editing, actually, for 3 of the projects. Brimstone Short, Waitlist Short, because we are still going to probably do it as
Yeah.
a short, Waitlist feature, and Assassin,
Assassin.
which he's also an assassin with Michael Fideli, which
So,
is just
Michael
hilarious
Fideli, I've been
movie.
waiting him to come on for like a year.
Oh,
You
he's
know,
the
he's
best.
so busy.
I love Michael.
Yeah,
What's
he's
Assassin about?
so it's pretty much it's about a man who is he's an ex-Marine, and but what's different? No, he wasn't divorced, but he split with his wife, and he is just, he's fiercely independent. Like, he just wants to live on his own, and
Does he assassinate someone?
I'm not going to ruin it.
Well, let's just say he lives in the garage with his guns because his wife won't let him bring the guns in the house.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
So I'm the son who, I'm trying, Dad, you gotta give Mom a call, and you're living like a complete mess over here.
Oh my goodness.
And it's Mike Fideli's so funny. And
I can't wait to have him on.
He's a great guy that you could really improv off of and just kind of riff with, and he's right there.
Yeah,
every
I
second.
know him a while, but he's been busy. But he promised me to the fall. So.
Yeah, that's someone that you could just riff for like an hour
Mm-hmm.
with, and he's great.
That's
He
great.
really was.
So Brimstone's going to be a feature too, and Michael is going to play the father of Julia Weiner, who basically, at this point, the story of David Herrick is that he had a very abusive childhood. I mean, really majorly abusive, from getting beat by his father, who uses religion but as a tool. He's not really religious.
Well, you are some mean person.
It's terrible.
It's all from my childhood.
Yeah, yeah, not that bad, but yeah, and basically he's a mess. He became a heroin addict, and he's clean, but he hasn't really gotten over what's happened to him as a kid. So he ends up in this relationship, but he can't really connect. So he kind of confronts his father to try and get past what all the things he's going through. So you're gonna be really fun for that one. We're
I
gonna make
can't
a
wait
mess
to
out of
see
you.
it.
That's for
Make
sure.
sure that I know.
Yeah,
what's
it was.
happening.
Obviously, I was pumped when we agreed to do the feature, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." But I remember I was like, "It's a lot of work doing this character.
Wow.
It really is. It's probably the hardest role that I've done, entirely."
You should really go to it. Have you done it already? It's not done yet.
We did the short.
It's in the can.
We did
Oh.
the short.
Yeah.
Did the short. So now we're gonna do the feature.
Yeah,
And,
but you should see how drug addicts really act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I'll probably just start going to the AA meetings just to see them.
Drug and alcohol counselors.
What's
Much
it called? No.
Well, NA is narcotics.
NA meetings.
Yeah.
There's also a place in Suffolk County where they're all there,
Yeah,
and they sleep there for days.
or
and
just
days.
any bar in Levittown.
It's true. No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
Well, how do people reach you if someone saw you and they want to hire you or something?
My number is no. I'm kidding. You can find me on Instagram, Trav_Grant on Instagram, Travis Grant on Facebook, and I usually do most of my just work through there. People send me an inbox or a DM.
Or go to a comedy club.
Yeah, go to a comedy club.
Well, I began at Governor's. That's where I started many years ago.
Yeah, there we
But they
go.
hated me then. I was a
It's
professional.
not true.
No, I was professional. And, I didn't talk about women's body parts.
Okay.
So, I was trying to make a show that was professional.
Okay.
I stayed for a while. I had fun. I learned. But, it wasn't for me because I don't do those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I do sometimes, but.
So about the movies, if you go to Intention Films and Media, which is my website, all the information for the films will be up there. Intention Films and Media, or Instagram at Deborah Markowitz Film. And then I post things up there. Right now, I don't know, we've got 4 films on the festival circuit, and then these are all in
My
post.
goodness.
Yeah, oh
Now,
yeah.
the
Busy.
festival
Oh, yeah.
is.
I know,
It's
we got
going.
2 films booked for October, and the people hired us for. And
That's great.
October, November.
Yeah. And then we'll start in
Mine's
December.
November. Then you've got
Oh, that's right. You have another film I don't even have. Okay.
then you were starting in December and
Or January for Brimstone. I know.
That's great.
So, yeah,
so
it's
happy to
been
hear
crazy,
about all this.
but-
I'm going to ask you to step down, but we're going to be back.
Yeah,
and we'll take
yeah,
some
yeah. Do
photos,
your thing,
but
do your thing.
you are adorable. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Don't
All right,
leave.
Travis.
I'm not
Stick
leaving. I'm not
around.
leaving.
Come on and come back. So let's talk about you for a second here.
Sure.
The Fight for Charity. What the hell is it?
23rd year.
I can't believe it. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
23
there?
years.
Have you gone?
It's
You never
been
gone?
great.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's a great
Have you
time.
gone to it?
Great time.
I have not, but I've heard of it over the years.
Plenty
It
to
does
eat,
some job.
plenty to drink.
and just have a great time. Watch business people box each other for 3 rounds. And it's been very, very successful. Last year we had our biggest record crowd that we ever had. And the date is November 25th, Monday night. Please mark that down so you know. November 25th, Monday. And
Where is it?
it is at the Hilton in Melville,
Where
right
it
on
always is,
110.
right.
Oh, that's right by my house.
Right.
Right,
We
write that
take
down
over
for
the
me.
whole hotel, the first level, and we take everything over there. And the food is in the ballroom, and the boxing is in the ballroom. And
unbelievable.
we have nonprofits that we give money to in the hallway. It's just it's a great time. Everyone enjoys it. There's nothing like it anywhere in the country. We are the only charity networking boxing event in the country, and we're very proud of it. We raised over $2 million. All the money stays on Long Island, helps fellow Long Islanders, autistic, elderly, people that are just in need, that have nowhere else to turn. We help them. And
You have some great performers too, singing the American flag stuff and
Yes.
all the songs. And,
we do usually have people come in and guest and sing the national anthem.
right,
and
some sports guys.
yes, we have boxers that come. We don't have anybody definite yet, but we will have some professional boxers there or
Matt, was
former
Rob Madden
professional.
on? Was Rob Madden there?
He's boxing, yes,
Yeah.
the financial advisor.
He's a great guy.
Slash food critic.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, that's right. He told me that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very nice man.
He's a food critic too.
yeah, I know
yeah.
him well. His company won't let him come on the show because he's
I just was.
financial role.
We had a fundraiser at City Field, and he came with his 2 daughters
Yeah,
and,
they're
and son,
great.
all 3 kids.
and
I
he's
got
got
to
great
meet them.
clothes. He wears these wacky outfits.
Well, he was a ring guy last year
Yeah,
in a
and-
wacky outfit.
Yeah, I go every year. I have a great time. But the food and all the people that donate the
Yeah,
food.
the restaurants
Amazing.
are wonderful. They give out samples, and we have a lot of liquor purveyors that come, and we have Tito's vodka. We have all sorts of good stuff, and it really is a good time. Tickets are $125, and all the money goes to the charities. The money does not pay. We do everything. We pay for everything ourselves. The people that run the charity. So the money comes in, goes right out, and helps people.
So
and
now
that's what it's all about.
have you secured the fighters yet?
Yes.
How many?
We this year so far we have 12 boxers.
Are they? How many women?
Unfortunately, this year we only have 1 woman. We
One
are still
woman?
looking for another woman
Wow.
who's kind of petite and under 35 years old. So if you meet those standards, please write to information at Long Island LIFightForCharity.org, and we'd love to have you come to the
Usually
gym.
you have more women. than that.
Yes, last year we had 6
Everybody's
women.
afraid of getting hurt.
Nobody gets hurt.
I
We
know,
don't have
but-
people get hurt.
No, I know.
And we
I'm
have an
mad.
ambulance on standby. We have a doctor ringside. We all do it to the standards of USA Boxing. So that's how we do it, and it works out really well.
So who trains this petite woman you are?
Oh, everyone is training at a gym in Huntington Station,
Okay.
and they're doing a great job over there. They've been our gym now for about 5 years, and it's working out really well.
That's
And they come
great.
during the week after work. They come on the weekends, and then on Sundays we have sparring. So even the people that are training at another gym come there on Sundays, and they get in the ring and they spar, which is always fun.
So one of those women out there, put your boots on and call them.
yeah,
You could have a ball. Send me a clip on what you're looking for. I'll put it out there for you.
wonderful. Thank
All right?
you so
The
much.
Specifications. She has to be young. This, that.
Yes,
whatever.
I will.
All
I
right.
will. It's info at lifightforcharity.org. And our website, of course, is the same, lifightforcharity.org, if you'd like to purchase tickets. We've already sold about half the ballroom already. So, and if you want to be a sponsor, it's not too late. Please contact us for sponsorship levels.
That's great. Thank you, Matt. This is great. Most people do know about it, but there's a lot of people that are in the little small businesses that really
Right.
never been to it, you know. And if you just go once,
Yeah, it's a really
it's really
interesting
something.
event.
Yeah.
There's no blood really. That's something that we stay away from, and it's not a scary thing. But you really get to see what boxing is about. It's
Yeah.
exhibition boxing, so nobody's trying to knock anyone's block off.
Yeah, and then there's those gorgeous girls in the you know what.
Yes,
beautiful
we actually have
bikinis.
this year some professional models that'll be ring card girls and guys. So if you're interested in that, please come down. If you're interested in being involved, just call me and we'll meet. No, I'm just kidding. Just text
You can always
me.
call me. I have a connection to him.
There
so-
you go.
And I'll get it to him. And now we have this terrific man, Michael, who I met about 6 months ago. We just happened to be driving around because we drive around a lot. And we went to his restaurant, and the rest is history. So now, this is for Michael. It's a complimentary guest certificate for one of his people. He's having a big event called All Boobs Matter. And that's for you.
Thanks so much.
Yes.
Okay,
He had
and
breast cancer.
let's talk about, first of all, your restaurant, because it is outrageous.
All right, so
And your people that work there, they're so nice. I mean, not one attitude. And
No.
you know me, I'm hit and miss. I could be fussy,
we,
you know.
we don't tolerate attitude.
No, so sweet, everybody.
So the restaurant or the fundraiser?
The restaurant first, because
So
that's how I
so
got
I-
hooked onto this.
So I joined the team over at Jackson Hall about 4 years ago, and it was kind of like when we were coming out of COVID,
Hmm.
and at the time, just like a lot of restaurants shut down, they were really they were struggling.
Look at those lobsters.
Those are my lobsters.
Yeah.
They were struggling like a lot of restaurants were. And, I got a phone call, and timing is everything. And I wound up jumping on board.
Mhm.
At the time, I actually wasn't working. And the reason I wasn't working, and this will segue into the
Yeah.
fundraiser, is because I had breast cancer. So it was about a year for me to finish. I had my mastectomy, my chemotherapy. And at the time, when I got the phone call to partner up with Ivan, I felt like I was ready and it was
You needed
time.
something
and,
new,
yeah,
right?
I felt like I was strong enough, and then I got this push to go on social media. Never been on social media. Didn't believe in it. I was anti-social media.
I
Believe
was
it or not.
too.
I'm like, I'm gonna be 50 years old. I've made it this far. What do I need it for? And sure enough, I go on social media, and very, very quickly, the restaurant and myself practically go viral.
Not only that, you have that one thing. What's it called?
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, which I always believed in too. But it's the way you present it
So
and the way you treat people in the restaurant. that-
the whole my mantra, courtesy is contagious. Pay it forward. It's not something that started 2 years ago when I joined social media. It's something I've always done. It's just that because I didn't have the platform and I wasn't on social media, people didn't necessarily know. But I've really always been the same person.
Yes.
And then, like I said, it just started to spiral out of control where I'm all over the place in all these different groups, and the restaurant's packed 7 nights a week. If you've been there, you know it. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what day it is, the place is always packed, and it just really took on a life of its own.
And don't you have like a lobster night and the seafood bisque
I do.
night? Certain things. I mean,
I-
the
I-
night we were there, I was like, I can't eat it all. I gotta come
I
back.
do all sorts of fun stuff.
Yes.
And then that's when I decided, you know what, I wanted to do this breast cancer fundraiser, and now shortly after a year, all of a sudden I have 12,000 followers, and I'm like, you know what, I can use this platform to help launch my fundraiser.
Yes.
And that's when last year the first annual All Boobs Matter fundraiser was launched.
And that, I love the title, don't you? I mean, come on. All boobs matter, men and women.
So a lot of people don't really understand why it's called All Boobs Matter. So first, I have a T-shirt for you.
Ooh,
This
my
is
favorite
the,
color, pink.
This is the official
And it's gonna fit.
All
Jeez, I got my
Boobs
size.
Matter
Very
shirt.
nice.
All right, if you see these anywhere else on the internet, they're fakes. All right, people try to sell fakes, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I believe
This
that.
is the
Thank you.
the
That was so
official
sweet of you.
All Boobs Matter shirt.
I
Now
have to
these
wear
are for
this tonight.
sale at the restaurant for $25 each.
Oh, very nice.
All Boobs Matter. So $25
Give
each
me that. I'm gonna put it on the table at
We,
the
um,
Eddie says this thing.
is the shirts are on sale.
Very nice.
Now last year we raised $26,000, and actually, let me just backtrack. All boobs matter. So all boobs matter because women and men can get breast cancer, and not everyone realizes that men have breasts as well. I'm a breast cancer survivor, so all boobs matter is because it's really everybody that we try to raise awareness and raise money for. Now, the money that's raised goes, I split it between the West Islip Breast Cancer Coalition and the Male Breast Cancer Global Alliance, which I'm on the board of directors for. And I can't say anything now, sworn to secrecy, but if you follow me on Facebook, I was in Philadelphia on Monday and Tuesday, and we're doing something really, really big. It will be all over the news. The first of its kind in the world. But
Wow,
again, I can't speak about it yet. But
That's amazing.
Very soon, you're going to find out where does this money go. So half of it goes to the West Islip Breast Cancer Coalition, half goes to the Male Breast Cancer Global Alliance. And these organizations, they're both non-for-profits. I wanted to pick one that's women, one men. And it's raising money for research, saving lives, awareness, education. The West Islip Breast Cancer Coalition will help more on a personal level, whether it be transportation, bills, stuff like that.
Yes.
Where the Male Breast Cancer Global Alliance, it's more on a larger scale, more saving lives, and which is really important because, I had this discussion the other day with the president and vice president of the coalition, and I could pay your bills for a year. But I could but what if I take that money and I can save a lot of people's lives? You know what I'm saying? So this is what we use the money for. Last year, $26,000 was raised from everybody's generosity, restaurants all over Long Island. This year, I'm hoping it's double.
Well, you're very connected to every restaurant on Long Island. And hopefully they're all going to be watching you tonight on the show and share. That's what I'm hoping.
It's amazing, Valentina, the donations.
I know.
I had 200 last year. We have from 150 restaurants, vacations. I have a $5,000 vacation, golden diamond bracelet, just really cool stuff. I have a 75-inch television.
So when are we coming to the Old Boobs Matter? What's the date of
that?
that?
Is going to be Monday, October 21st at 4 p.m. And how that works is anyone can just come on down and just buy raffles. There's going to be a Chinese auction with 3 different tiered prizes, depending on what the value of the prize is. There's going to be the 50-50 raffle where you get half. There's going to be this jelly bean guess where you could win some money as well.
That's a lot, yeah. I saw the prices. I can't believe it.
It's every restaurant on Long Island, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a
You
lot.
Where are you
get
going
great.
to put everything?
I'm actually
outside.
After the show. I'm going to go visit Bob Russo over at Garden Social, and he just reached out to me. He wants to donate as well. So it's just really cool how these people come to me.
Yeah,
It's not like I'm going door to door. I don't even have the time.
It's your CIC. Courtesy is contagious.
That's what it is.
I'm telling you, that line has made you. I hate to tell you, but it has. It's the bottom line, and it's wonderful.
And it really is, because the emails, the Facebook messages, the phone calls, people just showing up at Jackson Hole.
Yes.
Hey, Mike, I want to give you this. I want to give you this.
And you have great buddies. I see them always. They're so nice. Really.
Everyone really is.
Guerreri, I
And-
love him. The sandwich.
Oh, Mike, yeah.
What's the name of his business? He's been
Smartwitch. Hi, Mike.
Smartwitch. Have you ever been there?
Great.
Smartwitch?
No.
It's
Oh.
wonderful. It's
And
really
Valentina,
nice.
Terrific.
I have to correct you, because Mike is watching. He's going to get very mad because you just said sandwich.
I know.
And it's not a sandwich.
Well, he already explained that to
It's
me
a
when I went there.
It's a Smartwitch.
I know,
So-
it's a Smartwitch. He's wonderful. The place is gorgeous and clean. And when you go there, it's like a party.
Yeah.
He's a good
Everybody's
storyteller.
friendly. Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
He's from Italy. Yes, I know. He told me about his mother, all that. So,
Yeah, so that's
have that connection. But now let's talk about the 13th with Eddie Sessa.
Yes.
And how we connected again, and you met him today.
Mhm.
He's a wonderful man, and there's going to be a lot of veterans there who are going for free. There'll be one whole section of the show for the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie is part of the Breakfast Club for like 15 years.
This is
That's
October 13th.
Yes, and that's it. And if they say us, so
And-
you might want to put some of these in the restaurant. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll take some of these. If
Yes.
you come down on October 13th and you come to Jackson Hall to grab a bite to eat, all you have to do is mention the Long Island Breakfast Club show, and you receive 20% off whatever you eat.
That's very
And-
nice.
Yes, and for those of us that are coming, because I already have a slew of us coming, I figured we'll just take over an area by the bar and have snacks.
Why
But
not?
I have people calling that say they want dinner, so I said they have to call you for at least a reservation for the dinner, correct?
I always suggest reservations, yes.
But us, we're going to be there at like 2:45.
You don't need a reservation.
We're going to be, there's going to be a slew of us. But anyway, we're very excited about working with you, and I'm definitely involved with this. And Susan, who works with me, is coming, and we're going to bring some other ladies. And we'll be there for, the
Well, it's
duration
important
on the
because all
21st.
boobs matter.
All boobs matter.
You know,
I got big ones, so, What'd you say?
I thought she doesn't work blue.
Yeah, she lost her boobs in COVID.
I did, for real.
But I love the titles because that's what sells. Wacky sells. Don't you agree?
Well, it's very obvious with you.
No, but really, if you don't come up with a line of little wacky,
No, that's it. You got to
you got to.
connect.
Otherwise, you know what?
Like Debbie here, she's such a creative person.
Oh, Debbie, she's like the Blessed Virgin Mary with everything she does. Forget about it. And this quiet man, he's so sweet. Till I see the movie now. Might have to smack you. I might have to smack you if I see the movie. I don't know.
I finally had to give up
Being
making
nice.
students cry.
Oh, my God.
You know,
Aren't they interesting?
They were talking. Travis was talking about drug addicts and going to find them and really get a
The real feel.
listen. Just come into the kitchen in any restaurant. They're all in there. You're looking in the wrong places.
Oh, geez, that is true. That is true. No matter where you go lately, people talk.
Mhm.
And some of them are very, very weird, and they tell you your whole story.
Oh, I always get that out of people. It's so much fun.
Yeah. And that's how you sometimes write, I guess, because that's how it happened to me with my writing, But my sister is in heaven, and my book is dedicated to my sister who died of breast cancer. So she's thrilled that we know each other now. And we have a charity called Ria's Angels, and that's my sister's charity. We have a boat called Ria's Angels, and their money instead does not go to the actual, way to save people. It goes to the family, to go to the dinner, to go take the kids out, to go to a play, to get your hair done and all that. Because we did that for the first 5 years. And my brother-in-law, who runs the charity, said, I want to know the person in town or wherever, and I want to give them the cash to go do what they want. So that's what we do now. I'm not saying we won't change again. We probably will. And we have a scholarship in her name. And the kid that gets the scholarship is a boy and a girl, and they have to be kind, and they have to do community service. And that's how we do it. But everybody does it different, And I think what you do is great. I think what you do is fabulous. I think what the show does is great. And then these creative people, forget about it. So I'm just so pleased that you came back.
Thank you for having
And
us
I
back.
love your new look, your hair.
Thank you.
And your picture that you sent me. Who did that photo? 'Cause
Henry Stampfel.
Oh!
And Henry Stampfel, who owns the Belmore Movies, he also does headshots.
I wanted to take mine. That photo is outrageous. Outrageous.
Yeah, I got to get new ones. That was from like 2 years ago. I have to get new ones now.
But your features, everything, Yeah, there's always when you get your photo down that thing about, I always do this.
Yeah, but he poses you and he puts the light, just
lighting
right.
is
And lighting
large
is
part of it.
everything.
Yeah.
They laugh at me because they call me, this is the Valentina pose. Because, when you have a little chubby chin, you don't want to show it, So they make fun of me. So they tell people when they come here, do the Valentina pose because they like to tease me.
They really say that?
Yes. They do. So this is just such a great show today. So what else is coming down for you? I know you do everything with Debbie, but do you do other stuff on your own?
Yes.
So what is that? Is that a secret?
I teach college.
There you go. We didn't know
I
that.
teach film production out at Five Towns,
Oh, which is a great college.
advanced production, art direction, whatever. And I also teach at City Tech in Brooklyn, entertainment design, using computer-assisted design. And I work on other people's projects. Like the one in November, I'm doing sound for a odd little film, which is kind of somewhere in the horror, thriller, comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I shoot other people's movies. And
Right.
I also, because of her, she demanded that I start writing.
Oh yeah,
So-
he does it really well.
I've written a few screenplays and actually have already won awards
Fabulous.
for them.
You guys are just too much.
I knew he'd be a great writer.
And-
I mean, John has no learning curve. The first time he wrote something, gave it to me, I go, oh, this has possibility, but maybe just do this, this, and this. And he comes back to me the next day, completely changed with exactly everything I said. I'm like, you
Well,
have no
you're-
learning curve.
But see, but you're a good, you're someone that can teach it too, and then they do it. Not everyone does it. Do you ever think about writing? You should have your story. You have a story.
I did write a couple of articles that were published. They were published for Sloan Kettering and the Male Breast Cancer Global Alliance. So I did write a couple of things in regards to cancer,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, but otherwise, not really.
Well, I bet you would write a beautiful book. Look at me. I never wrote until my 2 books, and I still can't believe it. But Debbie and I go way back. We both worked in the Nassau County for a while, and we had a lot of fun there too. Quite frankly, I don't really miss it. I just miss the paycheck. That's all.
And the
But,
benefits.
And the benefits, yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually have, I'm my own boss now.
Well, Debbie was with the county over 20 years.
I know that.
33.
Oh,
I know
33.
that.
I'm sorry.
She's also
I
a
wasn't
very
sure.
good friend
Yeah,
of our
that's
Breakfast
okay.
Club,
Yeah.
Stephanie Carlino and her, very close.
Yep, 33 years.
Yeah.
I was the film commissioner for 33 years,
Yeah.
and then running the Long Island International Film Expo for 28 years. And then 4 years ago or so, I left the county because John said to me, "You do realize you're turning down a film job every day." Because it's one thing if you want to give up your sleep at night, want to give up your weekends, want to give up your vacations, but there's still only so much time. So I had to make that decision that, you know what, it's time to do everything I want to do. So
And you're doing it.
I'm
And that's what's
busier than
amazing.
when I was working nights.
And even
but-
fixing your house and everything, right? You did a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. When you're home, you can do so many more different things.
Yeah. Yep.
And, you can get doo-doo, too. I've
Right.
done that, getting doo-doo. From doing bad things when you're home and not making any money.
No.
Well, I
I'm
do
always
that
working.
Well, I work, too, but, it is what it is, We go out to breakfast a lot, so at least we don't drink because we do the breakfast of the day. We don't drink at breakfast. But I'll never forget, you guys all know it, the Sweet Hollow Diner on 110. He made us famous because he's actually in the ground. And he threw us out of the diner, the Breakfast Club, because we didn't spend enough money and spent too much time. And
You
the place-
were, was it News 12? I know you were in
Yeah.
Newsday and News 12 too,
Sweet
right?
Hollow Diner.
Yeah.
And I went there recently. It's all fixed up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
they
said
did
to
a
the
nice
lady,
job.
"Yeah, that's the owner on the wall, right?" She goes, "Yeah, he's down there." And so I told her the story. She goes, "Sounds like him." So, isn't that funny? But it is improved. It's very nice now. So you never know what could happen. Just like what happened to you, what's happening to me. You're changing your life again. You're doing all kinds of stuff, right? What else are you doing in between this?
I'm trying to keep busy. I volunteer.
I know you do a lot of volunteering.
Yeah, I think it's important to give back. I
Yes.
had 38 years as owning a limousine company
know.
and being in the industry, and it was very good to me.
I miss those limo rides. He used to
But
take us everywhere.
I'm keeping busy, and
Good.
it's important to keep busy because if you lay around the place, your
The
house,
worst thing you could do.
it's terrible. So I
true.
try to get out there and do whatever I can to help people.
Okay, so does anyone know what this week is? This week is National Eye Health Week. I'm going to ask all four of you. Have you had your eyes checked lately?
I had a 2:00 appointment today at the eye doctor.
What about you?
Every 6 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
You? And you?
I go every year.
See? Guess what? I haven't gone in over 2 years. I'm going this week. Travis, have you had your eyes checked lately?
I've never been on my eyes checked.
There you go. You got to go. Also, guess what it is today? What you should be eating today? It's National Pancake Day.
Oh, we missed that.
Valentina, you know what yesterday was? National Lobster Day.
I know, but we weren't at your place. But I'm sure you sold a lot of lobsters, right?
It was packed.
Really?
I started promoting it a few days earlier, and it's a Wednesday the weather's not even nice, and you could not get in the place.
Travis, come on up. I'm going to stand. You come and sit here.
Okay.
But everybody out there, it's also National Love Note Day. So send your loved one a love note because it's important, right? He just has to get in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I have to leave. I have a show
Oh, you
in
can
I have a
leave?
show on Staten Island.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
trying
right.
to get
Because
this
I didn't want
all.
to. I wanted you to come.
I didn't
out.
want to interrupt the show. I was like,
Oh, all right. Well,
want to stand there for a second?
yeah.
come on in for a second.
Person. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
This is for
Traffic
you.
is
Here, you get
really
M&Ms to
Oh,
try on
well, I
your way
can't
home.
leave without that.
No, no. And you have a card you can leave me, or no? You don't have cards.
I don't have Venom cards.
All right,
with
send me a note.
Yeah, I got you on Facebook.
He's too busy in the
Okay.
gym.
Yeah. Come on back in. Okay.
All right.
There you go. So everybody out there, watch this movie. This kid's gonna be a winner. I keep calling you a kid. What are you about? 26?
33.
Oh, you look young. Very, very young. Very young.
Thank you.
We're very pressure having you here.
He actually
Oh,
plays 26 in waitlist, but
Oh, does
Yeah.
he?
34 in.
I'm waiting till
Brimstone.
40 and then I'll look terrible.
No, you don't. Hey, I'm 72.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Just look a day over 70, right?
Hey, I went through a lot and I came back.
You did.
You're
You've been through a
fighting.
lot.
Came back hard.
That's it. That's it.
You're a
And
winner.
I'm now someone that's 10 years younger than me.
Mm.
So go figure. Made me
There you
young.
go. So
Made
you
me
won.
young.
That's the gentleman you brought to the restaurant?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'll tell you all the juicy stuff later.
All right, honey. Well, listen.
Ah,
Go. So good to meet you.
thank you so
And
much
we'll
for
see
having
you.
me
Tell your
on.
friends about us. Share it tonight, okay?
Yeah, of course. Oh,
I
guys,
did
I love
not
you.
get my hug on my kiss.
I
That's
did
not
it. I
good.
did it.
Even
Mwah.
smells good.
I love you
Jesus,
guys.
what kind of cologne is that?
Chanel
Oh,
Blue.
whoa.
Chanel Blue.
Nice
That
meeting
is
you, Travis.
good.
Take care, Travis.
Jesus. Very nice. So,
Get a rook. You want one?
okay.
What do you?
She wanted another one. Susan's our great photographer. Susan, come over here, honey. Oh, you're doing it there. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, first.
All right, great. Thank you, honey. Okay.
Guys, thank you again so much.
All right,
too.
we'll see you
Yeah,
soon.
we'll be in contact.
We'll see you on the big screen.
So,
Yeah.
Debbie, being that, you left your job, have a whole new career, what's some advice you would give to somebody 50 plus that really wants to make the plunge and get the hell out of corporate?
That they want to become an actor, is that what you're
No,
saying?
just in general. Change their career. Make a
Oh,
change.
just do it. I
Just
mean,
do it.
what I always suggest is if you got a job, start doing what you want to do while you have that job.
Exactly.
Because people, I've heard people say, well, just go for it and drop everything. No, because then you're going to be living in your car if you can afford one. So that's
Right.
never a good idea when you have other ambition. But
Absolutely.
I started making my own movies probably 14 years before I left the county, so that I knew that when I did leave,
You
I
were
would
ready.
be in full force with my
Exactly.
career, which is what I wanted to do.
That's great advice.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
advice.
So learn everything you can about what you want to do while you're still able to pay your bills, and volunteer at whatever it is
The
you
best
want to
thing
do so you
anyone
can
can
learn.
do.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah, that's how I went up in the movie and film, volunteering, and now
And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
I did
Mistakes,
locations with the
yeah.
film office. Yeah, I don't
Mistakes
do
make
them now
you
unless
learn.
for my own stuff though.
That's right.
you have a lot of staff, right? No. Listen, if you ever have any kids that
She's
want
got me.
college credit, send them to me because I need that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And I'll do, I even feed them,
Mm-hmm.
because
course you do.
yeah, I do.
And
That's what
wine.
Italians do. You
Yeah,
gotta
no
feed
wine, they're kids.
them. Yeah. But what about you, hon? What's a good piece of advice you can give anybody? Just you've been through a lot, and look at you. You're skinny now. Look
Thank
at you.
you.
You got so thin, and you got through a health crisis.
Yes, I really never give up. No matter how bad it gets, it's going to get better. Never give up. And that's really important because some people get depressed and they think about things that aren't good to think about. Don't do that. Don't give up because it will get better. You just got to stay with it, stay the course, and it will get better. Don't give up.
No, you can't give up because guess what? You give up, kick up, put the boots back on, start again. And that's really what I did. 97 interviews in 4 years, guys. Guess what? I don't want to go to an interview anymore. I'm doing what I want to do now. But again, when you're going through it, it sucks. It's not easy. But there is a big age discrimination out there. But if you meet the right people, like who's sitting here,
Do it anyway.
You
Just
hire
do it.
people that are over 50. I've seen them in your restaurant.
I did.
And
I'm
they're
over
the
50.
best workers. They're the best
Yeah.
workers.
But if you pave your own path, I mean, I've gotten asked that question in interviews about, do you feel that age or being a woman or whatever? I said, no, not if you're the boss.
No. Right.
So if you're running your own ship, nobody can fire you. It's you're the one making the decision. So, you know, if you get to that point, you run everything. So.
Exactly. And, you know, smile every day. Do something different. Go roller skating next week. I can't because I'll fall. But do something that you want to do that you never did. And you never know what's going to happen. Stuff happens. And on this show, connections happen always. And I thank you all for coming. And this is for you, Debbie. You get the one with the iPad because you're the lady in the
you.
place. Okay? And this is for your wife because she's getting to do the chair. And
Thank you.
this is, well, do you like resonance?
Huh.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay, that's for you. And these are for the girls that you work with. You know, your waitresses that you work
The
with.
hostesses, they're great.
Yeah.
Thank you. They are.
And we had some wine, and it was great. And one last thing, let's think of something. Everybody, do something tomorrow. What do you think it should be?
Tomorrow,
Yeah, tomorrow.
pay it forward.
Pay it forward. What's the word again?
Courtesy is contagious. Pay
Courtesy
it forward.
is contagious. It's such a great line.
I smell a bumper sticker in the making.
Yeah, you know, we should do that together.
That's right.
You know what? We really should.
There's a teacher that comes into my restaurant, and she told me that she has in her classroom a big sign that says "Courtesy is contagious" because of me. That's pretty
Wow.
cool.
It is
Awesome.
pretty cool because you've really been getting that word out.
Yeah,
And then
you-
there's this tan and this great hairdo you have now.
Oh,
And
stop.
look at you. Jesus.
Flattery will get it everywhere.
Well, I guess I'm going to get a free appetizer when I come in next week.
No, I don't know
She's
about
looking
that.
for a free lobster roll.
The lobster rolls are good, guys. They really are.
They're not good. They're number one on
I'm,
Long Island.
you know, they're good. I like them.
Don't sell me short.
Don't forget, I got to drive 44 minutes to get to you.
It's well worth it
Oh, yeah. Well,
if
we
you
did
find a
already.
parking spot.
Well, I always get what I want. You know, I usually get to spots. I don't know what it is. I have a face that says, don't mess with her.
Right.
But really, I'm nice to everybody, and everyone knows that. So, in the meantime, everybody, thank you. Please share the show. We need you to share it. Tell everyone about it. Anyone that needs publicity, needs some videos. Bobby Lucera, he's the man on the top.
He is amazing.
And this place is beautiful. Really, are you shocked?
It's a beautiful studio.
Yeah, it really is.
And if they come down to the fundraiser on October 21st, Valentina is giving someone an opportunity to
be on
promote
the show.
themselves on the show
For 3
for free.
weeks. Yeah.
And you get to drink the Sutter Home wine. You get to
Vintage.
have some
M&Ms.
M&Ms. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this.
No, but the thing is, you know, we'll take any sponsors of good wines anytime. But, you know, we try to keep it legitimately comfortable. Because anybody could be on this show, and anybody can write a book, and anybody could be famous or do whatever. And on that note, that is a wrap.